Good evening, Bio Nation. I hope you are doing well tonight. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So we have our Rocket League team back once again. This time they'll be going up against Manchester University as part of the Great Lakes Esports Conference. We are getting things set up and should be starting in a few minutes. So while we're waiting for that setup, let's go over a couple of things. So first of all, who's going to be playing on our team tonight? Well, we will have freshman Alec Ellis Apollyon playing. We will have freshman Tyler Lanham, Thailand playing. And we'll have our captain, senior Austin Offenberger Ozio playing. And of course, we have our head coach, Derek Games, and several other coaches, Jeff Thomas, Kevin Johnson, and Takomi. But yeah, we're getting things set up in the lobby very quickly. So I'm going to try to fly through a couple quick announcements. So first, shout outs to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They provide our facility with keyboards and so forth. And we're already getting started. Wait. Not everyone's in here yet. Hold on. False alarm. We'll have to restart the match here. Just give me a second. False alarm on the match. Okay, so that gives us more time to talk about our sponsors. So first of all, shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They provided our facility with keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones. Amazing quality. I love their products. If you want to get your own HyperX gear, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. Also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support every Tuesday, including tomorrow, is their Marietta College night, where if you show up with your Marietta College ID, you will get discounts on drinks and pizza and food and other stuff. And of course, they'll have their Nintendo Switch available so you can play all sorts of games like Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, and they'll be airing our matches. So tomorrow, we will have our Overwatch match, so you can go over there, get some great pizza, and cheer on our Overwatch team. So go check them out tomorrow for that. All right, I think now we're getting things set up for the game here. So I'm going to make sure everyone is in before they actually hit the start button, but it looks like everyone is in this time. So now we're just waiting for them to actually start the game. And here we go in this best of 5 series. Marietta College versus Manchester University. Marietta will be the orange team. Manchester will be the blue team. And we're going to see Freelance going for an open goal. The Pioneers left the goal unattended, and Manchester will capitalize on it. I'm not sure what they were doing, but we are going to see them strike first. So that ball gets tipped over to the side. Ozio gets demoed, but Thailand is going to get the save on the shot by Cryptic Cash. Now Thailand's going to take the ball down to a pass to the Polygon, but does not connect. And Death Zeus was going to go for the shot, but Ozio is there with the tip to block it. But a lot of bumping back and forth, and maybe with his own team. Polygon's going to try and take the ball down the field, but Death Zeus is going to take it away, but Ozio will tip it away in here, getting it away from Cryptic Cash. But now Freelance is going to center up, pass to the Darth Zeus, or Death Zeus, sorry, not Darth. And Ty Lanham's going to get demoed, and Cryptic Cash tips it over to the corner, but will try to pass it over to Death Zeus. And Freelance goes to the shot, but Ozio gets the save, but it's still at the goal, but Ty Lanham will knock it away just in time. But Manchester will continue their aggression, but Apollyon will knock it towards Manchester's field, gets the side, and Ozio goes for the rebound, but doesn't quite get it in. So now Death Zeus is going to set the play for Manchester, but Ozio is going to tip it away, pass it over to Ty Lanham, but Cryptic Cash goes for the shot, doesn't quite go in. Now the ball's heading towards Manchester's side of the field. Napoleon's going to try to set the play, but it does get knocked away. But Thailand knocks it away, but Cryptic Cash is going to try to set the play for Manchester. Keeps hitting the top bar, but Thailand will get it away. Takes it down the field past Death Zeus, who's going to try to resume control of the ball. Loses that control, though. Freelance, though, will pass it over to Death Zeus. But Apollyon does knock it towards the goal, and Marietta is on the board. So just a great shot from halfway across the field. Just goes right in. Cryptic Cash was not able to defend, so now we're tied up 1 score each. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in this first game. And we're going to see Thailand get demoed very early on by Freelance. Apollyon does knock the ball away, but several from Manchester are there to contest. Apollyon's going to try to get it away from Freelance. It's going to try to stop the momentum, but they're just going to keep fighting for control of the ball. Apollyon passes over to Ozio, goes for the shot. Oh my goodness! Not the shot Marietta initially wanted, but they'll take it. Ozio actually misses, and Cryptic Cash actually knocks it in, giving the goal to Marietta. So now we see Manchester wins the tip-off. Deathzeus is going to try to take it, center up for Cryptic Cash to go for an early strike, but it does get knocked in the air away from the goal. Freelance center, but Apollyon does knock it away. Now Cryptic Cash goes to the play, but gets bumped in the middle, and just a lot of contention for the ball. Apollyon knocks it away from Manchester, takes it down the field, uses that rest of his boost to set it up. Thailand goes for the shot, but it does get knocked by Deathzeus. Now Ozio uses the boost to go for the top shot, and Thailand is going to go for the play as well, but it just stays over Manchester's side. Freelance gets demoed. This is Marietta's opportunity to go for the short score. Bounces off the side, but Ozio does not get the angle he wants. Thailand's going to get demoed, and Freelance will knock it away from Manchester's goal. Marietta will retreat. Gets the juke onto Ozio. Is going to try to set up the play for Manchester, but no follow through. Deathzeus tries to set it up. 1:55 remains. Pioneers still up by 1. Now Apollyon's going to try to keep it away, but Ozio will knock it towards the side. Deathzeus going to center it up for Manchester. Freelance goes for the shot, but it does get bumped. Now Cryptic Cash is going to bump it away from Ozio, forcing to burn his boost, but he's at 97 boost. Takes it out, passes to Apollyon, which tips in the air. Marietta goes for a play, but Freelance is going to get it away just in time. Ozio is now going to center it up. Deathzeus is in here to knock it away, but Apollyon's going to go for a shot at the goal. It's going to hit the top crossbar. And Thailand goes for the rebound, but Apollyon's going to keep that pressure up. Freelance knocks it over to the side. Thailand is there to contest. Apollyon uses a little bit of boost, and Ozio fights Freelance a little bit for control of the ball. Less than a minute remains now in this first game. Manchester goes for the shot, but Ozio knocks it away. So now Apollyon's going to try to take control of the ball, but loses it right away. But Ozio's going to keep that pressure on Manchester's side. Now Apollyon knocks it down, is going to grab that boost, and tries to set up the shot, but loses control. Thailand might be there for the rebound, but it does get away from him. Now Ozio's going to tip it just a little bit. 30 seconds remain. Manchester's going to try to set up the shot, but Thailand there with a huge save. But now Deathzeus is going to try to, just tips it a little bit. Freelance centers it up for Manchester, but just not enough follow through. Now Deathzeus is going to try to set up the play. Thailand goes flying in the air, doesn't quite connect. And just like that, Manchester will tie it up with a goal by Cryptic Cash. Just a little rebound there, and a nice tip by Cryptic Cash over to the side. But now it's tied up 2 apiece with 10 seconds remaining. Next goal will take this first game. Ozio wins the tip-off, but Freelance is going to take it down towards Marietta's side. 3 seconds remain. Ball still in the air. Marietta's going to try to make the play, but Cryptic Cash gets demoed. Ozio keeps it in the air, and now we are in overtime, folks. So let's see what happens here. Marietta's going to try to get the pressure, but Deathzeus is going to knock it down towards Marietta's side. Thailand tries to disrupt. Manchester wants to set up the play. Cryptic Cash passes it. Well, he gets demoed. And Apollyon's going to go straight for the shot. And Marietta will strike 18 seconds into overtime. So a great demo there by the Pioneers, and Apollyon is going to set up the play, and Marietta will take game 1 of this best of 5 series. So very well executed there. I mean, Manchester scored that very early goal, but after that, it's been the Pioneers for the most of the match or most of that game until Manchester scored 10 seconds remaining. Obviously, Apollyon had 2 shots at the goal and made both of them. So now we're already getting things set up for game 2. So I got to make sure I have everything set up on my end. But yeah, just very well executed. But this is a best of 5 series. We have seen these games go to all 5 games. So it's going to come down to, do the Pioneers have the energy, the stamina to be able to play possibly all 5 games? Or can they try to go for a quick 3-0? Ty Lanham gets demoed. Ozzy is going to try to set up the play by himself. But Apollyon is there to contest. And we're going to see actually a substitution by Manchester, bringing in Illumimati. And Freelance is going to get the early goal onto the Pioneers. But yeah, Cryptic Cash did sit out, and it looks like Illumimati will be in for Manchester. Substitutions are perfectly legal in the Rocket League in between games. So now 4 minutes and 41 seconds remain. Manchester is up by 1. Ball heads towards to Manchester's side, but Detsu is there for the block. Freelance is going to try to set up another play. Double commit by the Pioneers. Ozzy gets credit for the save. Ozzy tries to set up the play, but just not be able to execute it. So now Freelance is going to try to go for a play, but Ty Lanham will knock it away. Freelance will try to resume control of the ball. Death Zeus will take it instead. Now he's going to try to set up for Freelance, but Ozzy knocks it over him. He's going to try to get control back of the play, but loses it. But Illumimati will hit the ball towards Marietta's goal, but just a little to the side. But Death Zeus goes for the goal. Ty Lanham is there with the block. Now Illumimati is going to be setting up, but Apollyon does knock it away. But Death Zeus will knock it towards the side. Now Ozzy is going to tip it towards the center. Illumimati does get demoed. And Freelance is going to tip the ball towards the center. Opportunity for Apollyon to set up the play. Ozzy goes for the shot, but doesn't quite get it. Now Illumimati is going to take the ball down. Loses all of his boost. But it doesn't matter. They strike again. So he just carries the ball all the way towards the goal. Apollyon tries to block it, but just not able to get the right angle. And now Manchester is up 2-0. 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Ozzy gets the tip, but Freelance is going to take the ball towards the field. Apollyon does knock it over to the back corner. Now Death Zeus is going to try to center up for Freelance, but Ozzy knocks it back to Death Zeus. Now Death Zeus just watches boost very carefully and runs out of boost, but Illumimati is going to try to set up the play for Manchester. Freelance goes for the shot, doesn't get it. Now Ozzy using that boost to knock it away, but Apollyon does try to get a little bit more momentum on the ball, but now it's center. Apollyon's going to go straight for the goal, hits the top, but actually no, Freelance is going to get it, but Ty Lanham's going to go for the shot and does score in that top left corner. So Freelance does knock it away, but it bounces off towards the citadel. Ty Lanham gets the opportunity once. Death Zeus tries to block it, but Marietta will strike. So now it's 2-1. Manchester's up by 1. 2 minutes 50 seconds left in game 2. And Apollyon does win that tip-off, but Freelance will take it back. And Manchester's going to go for a quick strike, but doesn't quite get it. They didn't get the angle they needed, or something was not right with the execution. But Manchester's going to keep that pressure up. Apollyon's going to try to take the ball down the field, but has no boost to really make a play. And now the ball is centered with a wide open goal. Manchester capitalizes on it and expands their lead by 2. So yeah, everyone just kind of... So there is some talk about maybe some server lag. I know there was a thunderstorm that came by not too long ago that might be affecting the server connections. Marietta will take the ball down. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remain. Ty Lanham centers up the play, but Illumimati is there to stop it. But Apollyon goes for the shot, doesn't quite get it. And another goal is going to be for Manchester. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So they set up the play. And yeah, it just seems like Thailand and Ozio were off by just a little bit. So now Manchester's up 4-1, minute 59 remaining. Now Ozzy's going to take the ball away and takes it down the field. Lumamani is going to tip it in the air. Death Zeus will try to take it down himself. But actually it'll be Freelance and Lumamani taking the ball down, setting up the play for Lumamani, but Apollyon is there to knock it away. And now Thailand's going to go for the shot, a wide open goal, but does not get it. Freelance gets there at the last second to save it. Lumamani's going to take the ball down the field. Apollyon tries to knock it away. Minute 20 remains. Pioneers are down by 3. Now Apollon's going to try to take the ball down, but Death Zeus will knock it in the air. Manchester's going to go for another strike, but Thailand is there with the block. But now we see the ball in Manchester's field. 1 minute remaining. Pioneers still down by 3. And we're just going to see Pioneers committed, and no one was there for the goal. And as a result, Manchester's going to expand their lead even further. Now it's 5-1, 52 seconds remaining. So that's a couple times now where we've seen the goal being exposed. So see, Freelance is going to get bumped. Death Zeus going to try to set the play for Illuminati, but does get blocked. Thailand is going to get bumped. Freelance does stop that momentum. 35 seconds remain. Pioneers down by 4. And Paulin goes for the backward shot, but doesn't get the angle. So now Freelance, another exposed goal, but Thailand is there to save it at the nick of time. Paulion tries to knock it away. 20 seconds are left in this game. Ozzy is going to try to set up the play, but 8 seconds remain. Now Paulion's going to go for the shot. The ball is going to stay in the air, and even if the Pioneers score, it will not be enough to take this game. Paulion does get the save, but with that, Manchester will take game 2, 5-1. So it is now going to be a best of 3. So we're going to take a look at what I know that was talked about, some possible server lag, and doesn't look like. Let me check the Discord here. I don't see anything in the Discord thread conversation, so I can't tell if. Yeah, so Marietta is asking for a timeout to fix see if the lag settles. Like I said, we did have a pretty big storm just come by. Like, I think it's over now. I'm going to actually double check the weather radar. But I think the worst of it's over, but that might have affected the some of the internet connections. Yeah, the bulk of the storm has passed, but there is some server lag. So I think we're going to just give... let me see here. Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break and just kind of give the server a chance to reset, but it is one game apiece. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We're already getting set up for the next game. I thought we were going to take a 5-minute break, but it was more like a 50-second break. So here we go, one game apiece. So apparently the servers must be a little bit better, but Manchester's going to go for the strike, but Ozio does get the ball away. Now Marietta's going to go for the goal, and Marietta will strike first. That was an exposed goal by Manchester, and Thailand was able to capitalize it. All right, that was 15 seconds into the game. Ozio is going to take the ball down the field, but Deathzeus is going to knock it away. But now Thailand is going to try to disrupt. It does get the stop. Knocks over to the side corner. Now Freelance is going to try to bounce it and set the play, but Thailand is going to knock it in the air. He's going to try to set the play, at least knock it to the side, but Apollyon is going to knock it down the field, try to go for the shot. Freelance is there with the epic save, though. I thought that was going to go in. Thailand knocks it down to the other side of the field. Apollyon fights for a balloon. Maddie will knock it over. Ozio's go for the block. But, yeah, it's just the ball going all over the place. I can't keep track of where this ball is going. Manchester was trying to center it, but Ozio will take it down the field, but Freelance is going to disrupt that and go to the other side of the field where Lumimati will set the play, but Thailand will disrupt it. Freelance is going to knock it towards the goal. Ozio misses. Unfortunately, it goes just a little bit wide. So now Apollon's going to knock it down. Freelance will bounce it towards the side, and Lumimati will block the goal. Thailand's going to fight for it, and just a lot of bumping left and right, and actually gets demoed by Freelance. And just more fighting for contention of the ball. Lumimati is going to pass over to Freelance. He's going to try to set the play, but Thailand is there with the block. But these camera angles are all over the place. I hope you are not motion sick. But Lumimati will knock it towards down the side, past the Freelance, passes the Deathzeus, who tips it into the air, but it's out of boost. Paulyon's going to try to set the play. Illuminati tries to go for the top shot. Freelance goes to the goal, and Manchester will strike. So it's just a classic play we've seen time and time again, bouncing off right by the goal to set the play for a follow-up. 2 minutes and 53 seconds remain. It is now tied 1 goal apiece. And Ozio knocks it over, and a nice follow-through by Apollyon. So that's just another one of those cases where early on, you gotta watch your goal there. And Apollyon was able to capitalize that exposed goal. So now the Pioneers are up by 1, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. So now Ozio is going to take the ball down the field, but Deathzeus is there for the block. Now Deathzeus is going to go for a goal, but Apollyon is there with the save. Deathzeus does get demoed, and Thailand snatches the ball away. Apollyon is going to go for the shot, but Deathzeus is there with the epic save. Once again, I thought that was going to go in. It was a great shot by Apollyon. But now Freelance is going to set up. Apollyon gets demoed, and no one from Manchester was able to follow up on that play. So now the ball heads towards down the field. Freelance is going to tip it, but Ozio is going to knock it down. Deathzeus is there with the save. Illuminati is now going to take it down. Thailand tries to disrupt it, but does not connect. But Apollyon connects. But Deathzeus is going to be there to try to set up. Bounces over, passes to Freelance. Does not quite get the shot, but Ozio is going to get demoed. Apollyon and Illuminati fight for control of the ball. But now Ozio's back, has full boost. And is going to try to take it away from Freelance, and is able to do so. Minute 45 remains. Ball's just a little bit in the air. Illuminati's going to go for the shot, but Ozio is going to knock it away. Still in that back corner, but Freelance will take control and gets it by Apollyon, but Thailand is there, sets it up for... Well, it doesn't really set it up, but Freelance gets demoed by Apollyon. We did not see that, but it did happen. So now Freelance is going to take the ball. No, never mind. It gets knocked away. And now Apollyon's going to tip it over to the side. Deathzeus takes it back. Freelance going to go for that top shot. But Ozio does knock it away from everyone from Manchester, but Deathzeus is there to deflect. Now Freelance is going to tip it in the air and gets demoed by Ozio, but the ball still heads towards Marietta's goal. Now 1 minute remains in game 3. And Ozio does take it down, but it does get tipped away. And Apollyon does knock it away from Freelance. And Apollyon's going to go for the shot, and they do score! A great fake there. Let's watch that again. Apollyon knocks it in the air and just able to get the right angle to get away from Death Zeus. Death Zeus got there just a little too soon. So the Pioneers are up 3-1. Up by 2, of course. But anything can still happen. 40 seconds remain, and Manchester can score very quickly. But Apollyon's going to take it downtown. We got to watch that one again. Apollyon just knocks it way in the air. And Death Zeus tries to knock it away, but just actually gets it over to the goal faster. So now Marietta is up 4-1, 35 seconds remaining. It's still not over yet. I have seen some crazy things happen in this game. 30 seconds remain. So Marietta just has to hang on to take this game and not allow Manchester to make some quick strikes. So now Apollyon's going to fight for control of the ball. 13 seconds remain. And now Manchester's going to try to go for a goal. And just like that, Death Zeus will get it. 9 seconds remain. You may think, is it possible to get 2 goals in 9 seconds? And the answer is yes. So the Pioneers need to remain vigilant. Otherwise, they could be in a bad situation. So they just need to play smart. Keep the ball away from the goal. Lumimani's going to try to set up the play. Ozio's going to knock it away from Manchester. And now with 1 second remaining, Marietta will take it. So they will take it 4-2. So it seems like the issues with the circle lag have been resolved. Very well executed by the Pioneers. Apollyon there with 5 shots at the goal, making 3 of them, and Thailand making 1 shot himself. But all right, it is going to be match point for the Pioneers. So we will see. Interesting map here. I'm just checking to make sure it's a. Yeah, this is not a legal map. So we're just gonna. I was about to say, wait a minute, because it was like one of those futuristic ones, which I know was not a valid map. So I think they're just going to recreate to make sure it is a valid map for the match here. But yeah, we're seeing the Pioneers are executing very well, but they are 1 game away. But we have seen this type of series go all 5 games. So although the Pioneers are up 2-1, they're going to have to make sure that they remain focused into going into this match point. I'm going to double check anything in the Discord. Yeah, so yeah, they're going to restart that particular game. So we should be getting in here very soon for that. But yeah, I mean, we've seen the Pioneers go, I think they got reverse swept once a couple of weeks ago because they got exhausted near the end. But hopefully the momentum will stay on their side with that win. But now it's just a matter of waiting for everything to start. So we should be joining soon. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, everyone's getting into the party, and yeah, we should be starting in just a few seconds. We're getting everything here all set up. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. I know you can't see it, but yeah, this looks like a more traditional field. But all right, here we go. It is match point. Marietta College versus Manchester University. Chad, if you think the Pioneers can close this out right here, give them your support. But we are seeing Freelance going for an early shot, but doesn't quite get it. Apollyon's going to take it down the field. So Manchester, while they're down, they are playing super aggressive because they want to go to game 5. So Marietta's going to have to match that aggression. We're seeing Death Zeus tries to go for the shot just a little bit wide. So we see Ozzy's going to tip it away from the goal. Freelance tries to slow down the momentum, giving Illuminati a chance, but doesn't quite predict where the ball's going to go. but Illuminati is going to knock it towards the corner there. Now Ozio going to head it towards the goal. Freelance is going to get demoed, but he is back. And Death Zeus is going to try to bounce the ball over to the side, but now it's heading towards Manchester's goal. Ozio tips it right by. Polyon goes for the goal, but doesn't quite get it. Now the ball's just kind of sitting there by Manchester's side. Thailand is going to set up the play, but Death Zeus does knock it away just in time. Ozio is now going to try to take his shot at saving the play, but there's just not really any follow through from the Pioneers. Lumimani takes it down, but Apollyon does snatch it away from him. And now it's just kind of going all over the place once again. Ozio misses, and fortunately, Apollyon was able to knock it away. That was very close to going in. It's now Thailand. It's gonna, well, it tips a little bit, but Ozio's gonna get credit with the epic save, getting it out of the goal. But now a lot of bumping going back and forth. Pollyon's gonna try to set it up center. Ozio does not get the shot. Freelance is gonna try to take it down the field. And does snatch it away, heading towards Manchester's side. Now Illuminati is going to stop the momentum and take the ball himself. But Apollyon does knock it away. 3 minutes remaining, still 0 each. Apollyon's going to try to take it down. But Ozio tips in the air. Death Zeus will keep it in the air and take it down to Marietta's side. Setting it up for Illuminati, does the pass. But Freelance is now going to try to set the play. And Freelance goes for the goal, but doesn't quite get it. Trying to get the angle shot for Death Zeus, and Manchester will score first. So we see just well executed by Manchester. Try to pass to Freelance, who passes the center of the play for Death Zeus to make the shot. And they will strike first at 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. Death Zeus is going to get demoed by Ozio. Thailand's going to use a little bit of boost to try to get the ball in the air, but we're going to see another goal by Manchester. Ozio tries to block. He does block it at first, but just not able to get the angle, and it goes right back into the goal. And Manchester will get that goal. So now they're up 2-0, 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. If Marietta wants to close this out, they're going to have to find opportunities to go for the goal, but Manchester is doing everything they can to deny Marietta that opportunity. And we see everybody whips the ball, heading towards Manchester's side. Ozzy is going to capitalize it, and Pioneers strike back. So we see there an open goal, and Ozzy is just going to use his boost to drive the ball down the goal. They're down by 1, but it's still a more favorable in this case. So the ball gets tipped by Apollyon. Death Zeus going to try to center it up and go for a goal. But Thailand is going to be there with the save. But Illuminati is going to try to set it up for Freelance. But Ozio is going to get it away in time. But Death Zeus is going to keep that pressure up. So now it's going to be bounced. But a great tip by the Pioneers. Apollyon does not have any boost left, but keeps it in the air. And oh my, with no boost, Apollyon ties it up. Sometimes you don't need boost to score. Lumimani tips it, but Apollyon gets it right back. And Manchester was not able to predict it because Apollyon was out of boost. So just like that, we are back 2 apiece. 1 minute 50 seconds remain. Reminder, this is match point for Marietta. If they win this game, they will take the series. But Illuminati wants to go to game 5, so he knocks the ball, but it goes right back to Manchester's side. Pollyon's going to try to tip it away from Freelance, but Death Zeus is there to deflect. Takes the ball down the field, but it does get tipped by Ozzy. Illuminati is going to go for the shot, but Manchester takes the lead. So we see that Ozzy does get it away, but no one is by the goal. Illuminati gets it away from everyone. And Manchester capitalizes on another open goal. So now it's 3-2, minute 27 remaining. Ball gets tipped in the air. Illuminati is going to go for the shot. Goes in the air, but Pollyon does knock it away, but Illuminati is going to try to center it up. And Death Zeus goes for the shot, doesn't quite get it, but Freelance tries to go for another shot, but Ozio gets the epic save. Illuminati is going to try again, but he misses. And Thailand is going to knock it away. and tries to boost down, but Freelance is there for the save. Apollyon gets demoed. So now 1 minute remains. Ozio goes for the shot, but Freelance is there for the save. Pioneers down by 1. Apollyon takes the hit, and Freelance is going to knock it away. Apollyon does deflect, but Illuminati is going to go for the shot. Ozio tips it away. And now Apollyon's going to try to, once again, out of boost, but Deathzeus does get it away from him this time. Ozio is going to tip it away, and Freelance is going to set up for Manchester. And Illuminati is going to bounce it to Freelance. But now 30 seconds remain. Pioneers are down by 1. So now the ball's over at Marietta's side. Marietta needs a goal if they want to at least get this into overtime. Illuminati tips in the air, trying to keep it away. Deathzeus is going to go for the goal, but just a little off. So now 10 seconds remain, and the ball is just kind of standing there by Marietta's goal. 5 seconds remain. And just like that, Manchester will take it. So with that, we are tied up 2 apiece. So this is it. We are at game 5. And we're just seeing the aggression by Manchester. Both Freelance and Deathzeus had 4 shots at the goal each, while Ozzy only had 2 shots at the goal and Apollyon had 1. So Manchester really wanted to go to game 5, and they got it. So the Pioneers are going to have to play very smart and not have exposed goals if they want to take this series. But this is going to be it. So we're getting things set up for game 5. Winner takes all in this match. Okay, everyone's in, just waiting for them to hit start. Okay, there we go. So this is it, folks. 1 game to decide all of it. Can Marietta close this out? Or will Manchester continue their aggression and take the series away from the Pioneers? Deathzeus is going to try to set up the play, centers it up, and Manchester will strike first. They drew out the Pioneers away from the goal and capitalized. Passes the Freelance, and just another exposed goal. So now the ball's just kind of sitting there in the middle. Freelance going to go for another shot, but Apollyon is going to knock it away and takes it down towards Manchester's side. Once again, out of boost, so not much he can do. So now Deathzeus is going to just keep heading straight for the goal, and it's just going to go right in. Thailand tries to go for the block, but does not get it. So now Manchester is up 2-0, 4 minutes and 31 seconds. This is not the way that Marietta would want to start. Like, being down by this much is going to make it that much difficult to come back, because this is the last game. They're going to have to get some goals if they want to get back in this series, if they want to win this series. Apollon's going to knock in the air. But now Apollon's going to go for the shot. It does get blocked by Deathzeus. Thailandum also goes for the shot. But just great defense by Manchester to block the goal. Now the ball's going to be on Marietta's side. 4 minutes remain. But Manchester is keeping up that aggression. Apollon's trying to disrupt the Manchester's offense. But another goal just... That was so close. That was just barely about to go in. But Marietta was able to get it out. But Manchester's keeping that aggression. Freelance will pass over to Deathzeus, who will tip it over. But now Apollyon's going to knock it away. Livamani will tip it in the air. But Thailand will knock it away, but Freelance is still there. But Thailand will knock it down. Gets it away from Livamani and does not go in. I think everyone was just expecting the ball to go in, but it did not connect. Very unfortunate for the Pioneers. That could definitely affect their mindset if they thought it was going to go in with the goal being exposed. Now Thailand's going to try to set it up, but no follow-up except a demo by Illuminati onto Thailandum. But now Ozzy is going to take the ball down, but Deathzeus is there to knock it. The ball is going to get past Illuminati, but over to that corner. Ozzy is going to get demoed by Freelance. But now Illuminati is going to try to set it up for Manchester. Ozio uses his boost to get the ball away and demos Death Zeus. But now Illuminati is going to take the ball down. Ozio knocks it away. Now Paulin's going to try to take it down the field. 2 minutes and 23 seconds remain. Pioneers still down by 2. Have not scored a game this whole time. Or scored a goal this game. Ozio gets demoed. Thailand does knock it away. But Manchester's going to keep up the aggression. But Apollyon does get the save. And we're getting some packet loss, so hopefully it doesn't affect too bad. 2 minutes remain. Death Zeus is going to get demoed. Apollyon going to try to get his boost back up. Freelance knocks it down, but Apollyon is going to knock it away, but Death Zeus will get it away from him and taking it down to Marietta's field. Ozio gets demoed. We're seeing a lot more demolitions going here, and Manchester will expand their lead. We're seeing Ozio's going to get demoed. And then there was another demo, and Apollyon does get the block, but Death Zeus is right there to knock it right back in. So now Manchester's up 3 goals, a minute 44 remaining. And Manchester is going to continue that momentum. So Apollyon's going to knock in the air. A minute 30 remains. And Death Zeus does get the save. Ozio tries to go for the knock, but it does not happen. Death Zeus is going to get demoed. Ozio tries to go for the shot, but the ball gets tipped away. And Thailand goes for a play, but gets demoed by Illuminati. And Paulin's going to try to fight for the ball, and Ozio's getting demoed. It seems like Manchester is just trying to demo the Pioneers to disrupt any play they can have. 1 minute remains. Manchester's still up by 3. Paulion does get the save. Now Thailand is going to be going down to the field. 40 seconds remain. Manchester's going to go for another shot, but doesn't quite get it. Paulion's going to pass it over to Thailand and going to knock it back to him. But another exposed goal. And I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin with 30 seconds left. But it's just another exposed goal. That's been the story of the night of how many goals Manchester's been able to get because the Pioneers were not at their goal. So Ozzy's going to try to take the ball down, but Death Zeus is there to block. Goes for the shot, but Ozzy is going to knock it away. So now with 10 seconds remaining, not much Marietta can do. Paulion goes for the goal, but Death Zeus is there for the block. And Manchester's keeping the ball up to try to go for one more goal. But that is going to be it. Manchester will close out the last game 4-0. So unfortunately, the Pioneers will fall to Manchester. They were starting very well, winning that overtime, ran through some server lag issues in the second game, came back very strong in game 3, but after that, Manchester's just been able to close the gap, and then when we got to the final game, it was just all Manchester. And I wonder if that one missed goal in game 5 was just a tilting point for the Pioneers. But they will fall 2-3. So that is going to be it for us today. We will have quite a few matches for you, well, at least a few more matches this week. We are getting close to spring break, so we are having to reschedule some matches. So we know tomorrow our Overwatch team will be playing at 7 o'clock. We may be rescheduling our Valorant match for Wednesday, but we're not 100% sure on that yet. It does look like our Super Smash Brothers match for Thursday will be rescheduled to 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. And we may be trying to squeeze in a couple of the matches that are scheduled for next week to this week as well. So I would say just keep an eye out on our social media channels. So for all the latest updates, including any reschedules, please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll especially make sure we have the schedule updates on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Shoutouts again to HyperX and Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Thank you all for your follows. Thank you for your subscriptions, and we hope you enjoy the rest.